Thank you for joining us for a gluten-free handling tips video sponsored by Boulder Brands. As you may know, gluten-free is a top menu trend, and the vast majority of the time, the gluten-free person is the one who decides where the group eats. So, we would like to present these 3 simple, easy steps to preparing gluten-free food and ensuring your gluten-free customers have a positive experience at your restaurant. We would now like to introduce Chef Rob Landolphi.
I want to share with you the 3 steps that will make it very easy for food preparation in your kitchen. Step number 1 is separate mentality. What that means is separating your ingredients, your gluten-free ingredients, from those ingredients containing wheat and gluten. It's also important to make sure that you have separate color-coded utensils in your gluten-free area. Step number 2 is clean and sanitize. First thing you should do, wash your hands and put on clean gloves before preparing gluten-free food. And remember, always clean and sanitize your station before and after every task. And step number 3 is staff education and awareness. Sit your staff down and share with them the proper procedures for both front of the house and back of the house when it comes to dealing with a gluten-free customer and the gluten-free cuisine. And to demonstrate these 3 steps, let me make gluten-free pizza on Udi's gluten-free crust. I've actually prepared ahead of time my half-sheet pans with parchment paper. This avoids cross-contamination. And I've stacked them over here on the corner of my workstation. Then I'm going to make sure that I have my separate workstation with all my gluten-free ingredients. It's very important that you have a separate station that's designated your gluten-free topping area. So I'm going to take the gluten-free pizza crust and I'm going to place it right on the parchment paper that's on my baking pan. I'm going to grab my purple ladle. This is just for my pizza sauce that I'm using on my gluten-free pizzas. I'm going to ladle it on, followed by my mozzarella cheese. I'm going to place my pepperoni on top of the cheese. When I make my vegetable pizza, I'm using my Udi's gluten-free crust. I'm using onions, peppers, and mushrooms. And when I place my gluten-free pizza into my oven, I place it on the top shelf. This is to ensure that no gluten-containing dishes are going to cross-contaminate my gluten-free pizza. Now when I remove my pizza from the oven, I'm going to place it on my purple cutting board using my purple spatula. Now when I cut this pizza, I want to make sure I'm using a knife that's a designated gluten-free knife. I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces and I'm going to place it on my designated plate, a different shape for my gluten-free pizza. On behalf of Boulder Brands and myself, Robert Landolphi, we want to thank you for joining us for this training. And we know that if you follow these easy steps, that you're going to be able to offer gluten-free cuisine to your customers safely. Thank you very much for joining us.